Hey everyone, it's Kyle, Azora Hyde. The first episode of The Mandalorian impressed, laying the groundwork methodically for the major multiple plot points and extended Star Wars universe that we're going to be seeing throughout the season. However, episode 2, titled The Child, felt more like an RPG side quest and was much more focused in its 30-minute runtime. Even though the episode felt a bit short for my personal taste, I really enjoyed the episode, and I thought the pacing of The Child was brilliant, giving us one story from beginning to end. The episode starts off with the Mandalorian taking a stroll with Baby Yoda, having to defend this adorable child from other bounty hunters looking to cash in. And of course, the Mandalorian dispatches of his foes fairly quickly, but he gets injured and has to repair his armor. This leads us into the next scene, which was one of my favorite scenes of the episode that gives us Western vibes filled with the striking images of a man and child walking through a desert and enemy-filled landscapes. I thought it was super adorable when the Baby Yoda kept on getting out of his crib to try and help the Mandalorian, and he kept on having to put the baby back in the crib. This is when we start to get our first hints that the child is Force sensitive when we see it trying to heal the Mandalorian's wound by projecting the Force with its hands, much like Yoda or other Force users would. But getting back to the side quest, we eventually see the Mandalorian finding that his ship is stripped by Jawas, which actually results in an absolutely amazing fight chase scene comparable to something that we might see in a Mad Max or Indiana Jones film. We see the Mandalorian vaporize a few Jawas, which actually results in more ridiculous trade demands for the egg that we actually see later in the episode, which was probably the funniest moment of the episode, but I do feel like the Jawas were a highlight in this episode and a really nice callback to A New Hope. The humor throughout the episode did help the pacing of the episode, I found, mixed in with some nice serious moments, and Coole does get the Mandalorian to agree to go get the eggs so he can get the parts of his ship back, but almost dies fighting the beast called the Mudhorn. In the end, we get a badass moment of Baby Yoda saving the Mandalorian and allowing him to retrieve this egg. But this huge moment, we get it. He used the Force to help the Mandalorian kill the Mudhorn. Now, we have a clear motive as to why the remnants of the Empire wanted this relative of Yoda and Yaddle, because it represents a threat to their nefarious plans. And I also love the fact that the Mandalorian and Coole are confused by what happened, as in they've never seen a Force user in person. It's possible they've heard of the Force, but you'd think characters who seem pretty familiar with the ways of the galaxy would have some clue about the energy force that surrounds everything around them. Once again, towards the end of the episode, though, we do see Coole refuse the payment after he helps him fix the Mandalorian ship, and the Mandalorian even offers him a job. This does seem like a goodbye, but I really don't think it's the last time we're going to see this character, as the Mandalorian could bring back Baby Yoda for Coole to protect, as it's not a more populated and metropolitan area in the galaxy that still have some remnants of the Empire. The episode did follow a pretty simple pattern, but it was nicely paced with a great mix of comedy, action, and revelations that certainly promised to make the stakes much higher than we thought with the next few episodes. My 3 favorite moments from the episode were definitely the Jawas chanting, "Egg, egg, egg." I definitely loved when Baby Yoda tried to heal the Mandalorian after he fought the bounty hunters, and I think the probably overall best scene of the episode, we got to see some of the choreography, and I really loved the badass fight chase scene with the Sandwalker. But what do you think of the episode, and what were your 3 favorite moments from Chapter 2 of The Mandalorian The Child? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get a discussion going, and let's talk about The Mandalorian. Also, over the next few days, I will be dropping some new Mandalorian theory videos. I'm going to talk about some Mandalorian lore as well. I'm going to be dropping a podcast tomorrow. We're going to be recording that today. Really excited about that. I'm going to be recording with my lovely friend and co-host Helen from the Clueless Fangirl. You can go check out her channel. I'll leave the link in the description of this video. You can go subscribe to her channel. We're going to be doing weekly podcasts covering each episode of The Mandalorian. We're going to have new guests on, awesome people who love Star Wars. So it's going to be really fun. Podcast tomorrow, going to be releasing around 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.